Felix pulls out 2 scimitars and tosses them at the guy's feet.
Okay. And then so he then points to his daughter, and then kind of like brings her up here, and then gestures to Felix, and then kind of scoots her towards you.
Todd's gonna be like, I never had a pet human before. This is kind of interesting.
We're not eating her.
We're not eating her, and she is not a pet.
I didn't say we're eating her. That is not what I said. But she is kind of like a pet, a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying she can't. Look, she's a bit like a pet.
I'll reason with you. I can see it.
Not a pet.
She was kind of given to us, like kind of like a stray dog, Like
Acne knows what I'm talking about here, Glenn.
I can see where she's coming from, but I wouldn't consider her a pet.
That is
human.
Humanizing her by
She's
calling
still
her
human,
a
but I
pet
can
dog.
see where she could be our pet.
Well, how do I put this? She doesn't really act like a human too much.
Yeah, because we can't communicate with her, so it is like communicating with a dog.
Just because she doesn't speak our language doesn't mean that she's not a human.
I know, but until we can figure out how to communicate better, it is kind of like a pet.
Wait, who better to teach somebody common than Felix Mandrake? He's never shut up.
Then get to it, because she doesn't know anything we're saying.
All right, let's continue traveling. I'll help her onto the back of my horse.
She
Start
doesn't,
pointing at things?
she doesn't repeat everything that you're saying, but she does look when you point to something.
Yeah.
I feel like you should start out with just, pointing at a tree and just being like, tree. Gonna get too confusing if you start naming off all the trees.
I'm gonna point at Acne and say, bird.
I'm gonna like try to kind of pat her on the head, or like a little bit. Is that okay?
Like stroke her head kind of thing.
Yeah, like just kind of pet her.
Yep. As you're close to her, you realize that she kind of smells a little bit, and like is extremely dirty.
Oh, okay.
Take it down to the creek and wash up.
Yeah. The next thing I do is I'm like miasma, and I kind of do this and say clean. Not bad. It's 18.
Be right back.
Okay. Yeah. You managed to juggle.
Okay.
At least from like an amateur level. Do you say what you're doing, or you just do it?
I just go fun. I do this. And
she does fun too, but then she also does the gesture like that. But she doesn't like
have the pine cones.
Yeah.
I give her the 3 pine cones and I go, balls, fun, you.
Balls fun, she says back to you.
Todd goes, wait.
Felix
and then she tries to juggle them all, but she just ends up throwing them all over the place.
And I go, keep fun. Keep fun.
All's
fun. Maybe don't say that, actually.
Felix is going to turn from making the lean-tos, and he's going to go, Todd, maybe just let me teach her how to speak common.
Felix, let me have this, damn it. Let me just hold on.
Can you not treat her like a pet?
She turns
trying to.
Miasma turns to Felix and shouts, "Balls fun!"
Felix,
you know what? That's fine.
I mean, that's a interpretation. Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Balls fun. Balls fun. Balls fun. Balls fun. All right. You just let her have this. Let her have this. She's a kid.
So in the background, she just starts taking pine cones and just throws them up in the air and shouts, "Balls fun!"
Yeah. And I go, giving her a childhood, and then once again I pat her on the head and I say, "Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?"
You need to stop treating her like a dog. She's not a puppy.
Well,
isn't she 17?
She's a human individual.
I mean,
isn't she also like 17?
Yeah, that's practically a pet.
It is not a pet.
almost an
I
adult.
mean,
I'm telling you that.
She kind of, you know, a little. Well,
No,
she's already knows
she
the
is
time's
not a
going on.
dog. Hey, if you want this big, beautiful horse, stop treating her like a dog.
Well,
You know who would love playing fetch? And then I'm going to take out a stick from the ground, and I'm going to say, hey, Anthony, come here! And then I'm going to throw it.
I don't go after sticks.
As you throw it, Miasma says, "Hello, bird. Clean. Ball's fun. Pinecone."
I'm just gonna look at
wow,
all
guys,
these.
doing a
She's
great
literally just
job.
naming off all the words you just taught her. She doesn't know any of them. She's just naming them off.
Do you think Miasma would be happy here?
No.
I don't know. I feel bad for the old thing, you know. Young thing, I guess. You know where we're going? She's probably gonna definitely die. So I don't know.
She's not gonna die in a big city. We might be able to find her own community there.
I suppose that's true. All right. I guess we don't have to give her the pumpkin people, but okay. All right. Good point.